Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Boys and girls and my respected elders, welcome! Ahlan wa sahlan to Madrasah TV show, a show where we bring you Madrasah right in front of your TV screens. I'm a teacher from Medina, Ustaz Hamza. Today I'm here, boys and girls, to teach you, inshallah ta'ala, a lot of things that you don't learn in a madrasah. But we're going to start with a story. I know you guys love stories. I know you guys ask me for stories. And if I don't say stories, you guys say, Ustaz, when are you going to tell us stories? So we're going to start with the little story, but this story is going to happen in the future. I just want you to be aware of it. But before I do that, let me tell you, inshallah ta'ala, what's happening today. We're going to introduce a verse. In that verse of Quran, there will be a dua that you should read, and I'm teaching you a lot of these du'as because I know month of Ramadan is coming, and then you will say, Ustad, I didn't learn enough du'as, but I've been watching Madrasah TV show. What am I going to say to you? I'm going to say to you, why didn't you? No, I'm going to say to you, learn with me. Boys and girls, we'll find a dua in this particular verse of Quran, and we will learn some of the common words that we find in this dua, because you will find similar words in other places of Quran. So, start off by learning a dua, inshallah ta'ala. And after that, inshallah, what we're going to do, we are going to take some notes and learn some common words of Quran. After learning some common words of Quran with massive, gigantic glasses, we are going to, inshallah ta'ala, learn inshallah the actual dua, but we are going to learn it inshallah ta'ala this time with the translation. But right at the end of this show, I am going to inshallah teach you how to recite Quran. Boys and girls, we're looking at a surah from Quran today, inshallah ta'ala. I'll be teaching you how to recite Surah Al-Fil with Tajweed. I think I forgot to tell you something. We're gonna write the verse. We are going to write this dua in a nice Arabic calligraphy. So there you go. The first segment is going to be a calligraphy segment. Are you boys and girls ready for some calligraphy? Chalo. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذا صرفت أبصارهم تلقاء أصحاب النار قالوا ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. So here's what's going to happen, boys and girls. And this is for you to, inshallah ta'ala, pay attention. Pay attention. This is important. On the day of judgment, we will have people who will have, well, everyone is going to have sinned, and they will have their good deeds on both sides of the scale. If you have more good deeds than the sins that you have committed, then Allah is the most merciful. You will enter Jannah by the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. Boys and girls, if you have more sins than your good deeds, then depending on if you believed or not, Allah Azza wa Jal will decide when you will enter paradise, or if you will enter paradise, but by the mercy of Allah. Boys and girls, there will be people on the day of judgment who have their sins and their good deeds equally equal. They have their good deeds and sins completely equal. And so they will stand on a mountain, massive mountain, between Jannah and between Jahannam, waiting for Allah to decide their fate, whether they will go to Jannah or they will go to Jahannam. Now, boys and girls, Jahannam is a scary place. Allah Azza wa Jal have created Jahannam for people who deserve it. Not only that, for people who disobeyed, and when Allah Azza wa Jal reminded them, gave them chances, they rejected. And I'm sure you guys have heard many stories, like Fir'aun, when he was doing wrong and he was killing so many babies and he was doing everything wrong, and Allah gave him a chance, and a chance after chance, and Allah Azza wa Jal sent him a messenger. And you know what Allah said to the messenger? قَوْلًا لَيْلًا. Go to Fir'aun, go to this rude man, and say to him nice and kind and gentle words. لَعَلَّهُ يَتَذَكَّرُ. Maybe he'll remember. Just say to him nice words. Despite all of that, Fir'aun decided, and he chose to oppress other people. And so, boys and girls, so Allah created Jahannam, and this is from the wisdom of Allah Azza wa Jal, that He created both Jahannam and on the other hand, Jannah. Now, this dua that we're going to learn today is a very beautiful dua. So if you learn it, inshallah, Allah wouldn't let you be among these people here, and not even among the people who are on this mountain, because imagine after all these years that you've been standing on the Day of Judgment underneath the sun, you still don't know whether you're going paradise or not. And you're standing on a mountain waiting for everyone else. Boys and girls, let's go. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll be writing a dua together. So if I look at the verse, inshallah, dua starts with Rabbana. Pay attention. ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. Inshallah, 5 words, boys and girls, with me. Rabbana, 6 words. I forgot the word Rabbana. 0, 1, 2. Wait a second. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 words. I forgot my math. Boys and girls, been teaching Tajweed so much. Let's go. I forgot my math. Boys and girls, if you have a note page like this one, let's go. Write with me. Where is it gone? 3. Boys and girls, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then don't write. So let's keep this inshallah ta'ala line with us, boys and girls. I really want you to remember that you will be writing on 3 lines, and then you will be leaving the next 3 lines empty. My writing is going to be massive. I want your writing to be inshallah ta'ala a little bit smaller so it can fit on your page. But look at the lines. If you have notebook using lines, first word Rabbana. Here's how you're going to write Rabbana. 1, 2, 3. Ra. Next word, ba. Here is ba. Next, noon. And with noon, we have alif. Rabbana. The word is Rabbana. Next word, and that is la. Lam. Alif. Rabbana la. Look at this. Pay attention. Massive letter. Tall. Short. Yeah. Rabbana la. Next word. تجعلنا. Barakallahu feekum. Skip lines. تجعلنا. Ta. Jim. Ain. Lam. Noon. And at the end we have alif. تجعلنا. Now don't worry about the dots, about fatha, kasra and dhamma. That is none of your concern right now. تجعلنا. Next, ma'a. This word is going to be easy. Ma'a. Mim. And then ayn. Now let's use this color. Actually, we didn't use green here. Ma'a. ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. The word is القوم. Hamza. Lam. Qaf. Wow. And at the end we have mim. Al-Qawm. And the last one, Al-Zalimin. Al-Qawm Al-Zalimin. I can't fit the word Al-Zalimin here, so here is what I'm going to do. Al-Qawm Al-Zalimin, boys and girls. I'm going to move the word Al-Qawm I'm going to stretch the word qaf. I'm going to stretch it. And look what I'm going to do. Ooh. Why am I making it long? Because if I don't, then the entire word looks quite strange. Here we go. Al-qawm al-zalimin. Last word, final word, al-zalimin, boys and girls. We're taking a short break, inshallah ta'ala, after this. Otherwise, you're going to say, Ustad, my hands are tired. Oh, I need a break. Yes, I'll give you the break, inshallah ta'ala. Boys and girls, let's write the final word, and that is al-zalimin. Together, Hamza, Hamza, Lam, Dha, Lam, Mim, Ya, and then Noon. Al-Zalimin. Al-Zalimin. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, let's take a short break. We'll be back to continue. Stay with us. You're watching Madrasah TV show. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Salam alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, Madrasah TV show. Just before the break, we were writing a beautiful dua from Quran. What I would like you to do, inshallah, is to come with me, and boys and girls, let's go, inshallah ta'ala, and finish off our calligraphy before I take you to the next segment and teach you some common words of Quran. Boys and girls, are you ready? Hey, he's ready. Let's go, inshallah ta'ala, our calligraphy segment first. Boys and girls, here is what we wrote. رَبَّنَا لَا تَجْعَلْنَا مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Now we're going to add tashkilat. Let's start. The first letter is Ra. No dots on Ra. Ba. Noon. And then Alif without dots. So now we will be adding dots on letters that are supposed to have dots. Look at the word تَجْعَلْنَا. 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 2 dots on Ta. Jim, a dot underneath. تَجْعَلْنَا. What's after that? A dot on top of Noon. MashaAllah. تَجْعَلْنَا. Next, Ma'a. Next word, Al-Qawm. 2 dots on Qaf. Not all letters in Arabic should have dots. Last word, Al-Zalimin. Zalimin. There you go, boys and girls. We're still not done. Let's add, inshallah ta'ala, tashkilat. Boys and girls. First word, Rabbana. Ra fatha, ba shadda, Rabb. با فتحة با رب نون فتحة ألف سكون نا ربنا. next لا لام فتحة ألف سكون لا ربنا لا. next word تجعلنا تا فتحة جيم سكون تاج عين فتحة لام سكون عل تجعل نون فتحة ألف سكون نا تجعلنا. مع ميم فتحة ما عين فتحة مع. next word boys and girls القوم همزة وصل ودلم ال قاف فتحة واو سكون قو and then ميم كسرة مي القومي القومي. next الظالمين همزة وصل ضاء والتشدد أنا فتحة and then a small alif after ضاء to make it الظالمين. لام بدها كسرة بارك الله فيكم ميم بدها كسرة ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. And so the last letter here would have a فتحة on top الظالمين. ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. الظالمين. Boys and girls ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. May Allah bless you boys and girls. We are now going to go to our next segment where we are going to learn some common words of Quran. If you learn these words, you will be able to understand a lot of verses in Quran because these words are quite common. Let me take you to Common Words of Quran segment. Ooh. Here are the 3 common words that we are going to be learning today. La القوم الظالمين. لا القوم الظالمين. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Boys and girls. لا القوم and الظالمين. One at a time inshallah. The first word here is la. Boys and girls, this is very, very simple. La. You would see this word a lot. La للتدخين. If you ever go Mecca or Medina, you would see this a lot. The sign says no for smoking. No for smoking. No smoking. La. Okay? La. طيب. What's the opposite of la? Is na'am. The opposite is na'am. But la. La ya sheikh la. No. Okay? It is also used la to put a lot of emphasis on something. Did you think I'm gonna believe you? La. With a lot of يعني بشدة يعني no. Okay. Boys and girls, the second common word in Quran. Oh, actually, my bad. Forgot to show you example. So you don't say, Ustad, I didn't understand that. Boys and girls, here's a word and here's an example. Pay attention. لا تجأروا اليوم إنكم منا لا تنصرون. They will be told, do not cry for help today. Surely you will never be saved from us. This is people who've done wrong and they continue to do wrong and they ignored all the signs of Allah and they continue to oppress other people. That day, it will be said to them, لا تجأروا اليوم. Do not ask for help. Yeah? Subhanallah. May Allah prevent us from such an ending. وَالْعَيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. Next word, boys and girls, the word is qawm. Al-qawm. You see, this word is very common in Quran. You would see the word qawm and it says so many things. For example, qawm Nuh, qawm Aad, qawm Thamud, qawm Lut, qawm Ibrahim as well. Qawm means people. So each prophet, he had people, followers, who he came to guide. We say qawm, and then we say something, it means those people who belong to specific tribe, group. So for example, in Quran here, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, قال رب إني لا أملك إلا نفسي وأخي فافرق بيننا وبين القوم الفاسقين. Moses, he pleaded, he said, what? My Lord, I have no control over, the common word, you guys remembering, لا. I have no, قال ربي لا أملك. I have no control over, previous word, لا. I have no control over anyone except myself and my brother. So set us apart from the rebellious people. So Musa alayhi salam, here are his people. Here are all the people. Yes? And so among these people, اللي هم إيه يا شباب, Musa alayhi salam, his brother, and then there are few who followed them. He said what? لا أملك إلا نفسي وأخي. Musa alayhi salam, he said, it's only me and my brother. So فافرق بيننا وبين القوم الفاسقين. Set us apart from the people of what? People who are rebelling against Allah. So he asked Allah to, so this is qawm. This was the qawm. And that was Musa alayhi salam and his brother. You see what happened there? Barakallahu feekum. That is qawm. Okay. Qawm can also refer to as the group of people, specific group of people. Al-Zalimin. Allah al-Musta'an. This word is coming from a root word in Arabic, and the word is ظلم. ظلم. الكلمة دي والله بقول لكم ايه يعني مظلمة. ظلم. ظلام. ظلام. أندهرة. ظلام. Darkness. ظلمات. Darkness upon darkness. الظلم. ظلم. Wrongdoers are the people who do wrong, and people who do wrong are oppressors. The Prophet said, الظلم, oppression, ظلمات يوم القيامة, will be like a shadow on you on the day of judgment. It's going to be darkness. Now, ظالمين, طيب, the person who does ظلم, who does oppression, is what? ظالم. It's ظالم. In some languages they will say zalim. In Arabic, ظالم. Fir'aun, he was a ظالم. When a lot of people do wrong, they become ظالمين. Beautiful verse in Quran, Allah says, وَلَكِنَّ النَّاسَ أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. Allah doesn't oppress people, but they oppress themselves. How do you oppress yourself? When you do wrong. You say to yourself, I'm not getting anyone involved. You're getting yourself involved, bro. You notice that. Boys and girls, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَلَا يَزِيدُ الظَّالِمِينَ إِلَّا خَسَارًا. Allah says we send down the Quran as a healing and mercy for the believers, but it only increases the wrongdoers in loss. Boys and girls, after a short break, inshallah ta'ala, we'll continue. Stay with us. You're watching Madrasah TV show. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, Madrasah TV show once again. Let's continue inshallah ta'ala after learning some common words of Quran and after learning some calligraphy, boys and girls, we are now going to inshallah ta'ala learn a dua from Quran. A very important dua. Let's go to the dua before I teach you Quran, and that is going to be in the final segment, which is this segment. Boys and girls, we are going to be learning Surah Al-Fil together. Let's go, boys and girls, dua segment together. Remember the story I told you at the beginning of this show? I know you remember it. Boys and girls, what happened to people who have their sins and good deeds both equal? They will have to wait until Allah decides whether they will go Jannah or not. Boys and girls, here is what they will say. رَبَّنَا لَا تَجْعَلْنَا مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. O Allah, O our Lord, do not join us with the wrong-doing people or people who oppress. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, it's important that you understand that dhulm comes in so many shapes and forms. Dhulm. Barakallahu feekum. And Allah Azza wa Jal does not like zalimeen. Dhulm comes in so many different shapes and forms. You not doing duties that Allah Azza wa Jal told you to do toward other people is dhulm. You are not fulfilling your obligation toward Allah is dhulm. You are not doing what's right for you, what's good for you is dhulm. A lot of times you will hear people saying, well, I'll just do whatever I want. I'm not doing anything to anyone else. That's also dhulm. That's also dhulm. Boys and girls, if you sit somewhere and you're not doing anything, well, there have to be someone who have to make a nice room for you, a sofa for you to sit and do nothing. And by you sitting and doing nothing, what are you doing? You're wasting these resources, the room, the sofa, the light. It's dhulm. So you have to fulfill your obligation, and then obligation of Allah Azza wa Jal comes first. And then the obligation for this ummah, for your brothers, for your sisters, for your own family, in your own house first. And then people around you. You were created for a purpose, and for you to not fulfill that purpose, you will be doing what we call what? Dhulm, oppression. And then boys and girls, what you don't do for Allah, because Allah asks you to do, is oppression. But then there is another form of oppression, and that is when Allah tells you to be gentle to your parents, to help to other people, and you don't do that. And sometimes people go way over that, and they would add bad words. They will harm. They will say bad things to other people. And subhanallah, when people do that, sometimes they say, no one is stopping me. No one is going to see, no one is going to say anything. So I can just keep going. Boys and girls, remember, وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ نَسِيًّا. Allah does not forget. Allah Azza wa Jal, just because someone is doing wrong, just because you're doing wrong to someone, you have your younger sibling, and every time they have a chocolate, you say, let me see. And the young sibling cries and he goes everywhere, and you say, he's just a kid, nothing happened. Anything you can just do, keep doing that. That reminds me of one kid. This kid, without mentioning any names, boys and girls, I'm not talking about one of you guys. He used to really bother his brother. His elder brother was a very gentle boy, nice boy. But this kid, always doing something he shouldn't do to his elder brother. Until one day, they had another younger brother, and everyone was so happy. Such a cute baby, mashallah. And the little boy grows up. And when he becomes 2 years old, he started to show some attitude. And because he was really young, everyone started telling this naughty boy who was annoying his brother, shh, don't say anything, he's a little one. And so this little boy, little one, the baby, grew up. And he started giving a lot of headache to this boy. What did I do? And his elder brother was saying, shall I tell you what did you do? Shall I tell you? Shall I tell everyone? Boys and girls? Just because Allah Azza wa Jal is not punishing you, just because Allah Azza wa Jal is not exposing you, just because Allah, don't think you can just keep doing wrong. And just because no one is telling you is wrong, you have to be very careful. And when Allah guides you, and you stop oppressing other people and yourself, you have to make sure that you apologize and you get an apology from them. Because if they don't forgive you, then on the day of judgment, you'll have to pay back. Boys and girls, may Allah bless you, may Allah bless you, and may Allah not make us among the people of dhulm, people of oppression. رَبَّنَا لَا تَجْعَلْنَا مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Say Ameen. Let me take you to our last segment and teach you inshallah ta'ala Surah Al-Fil. Boys and girls, let's go. Together. And then I'll teach you some Tajweed rules. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I should say isti'adha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. بارك الله فيكم. Boys and girls, look at the first ayah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. را and را. را and را. ألم ترى, not ترى. ألم ترى. ألم ترى. را را. كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ربك بأصحاب الفيل. Also, just like we say Bismillah, بأصحاب. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. ألم يجعل كيدهم في not تدليل تضليل تضليل. وأرسل عليهم وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل. طيرا. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. All the full mouth letters in blue. Green letters are the whispering. As. كعصف. Then غنة ترميهم كعصف. May Allah bless you. Let's have a look at the first verse and learn how to spell it. Let's do it inshallah ta'ala. First one. Hamza fatha A. Lam fatha mim sukun lam. We're going to divide this verse inshallah ta'ala into words and let's do them together. Boys and girls. Hamza fatha A. Lam fatha mim sukun lam. Alam. Ta fatha ta, ra fatha ra. Tara. Next word. كاف فتحة يا سكون together كي فا فتحة فا كيف. next فا فتحة فا عين فتحة فاعل لام فتحة لا فعل را فتحة با شدة رب با ضم أبو ربك فتحة كا ربك با كسرة بي همزة فتحة صاد تكون أص بأص حا فتحة لصغيرة حا بأصحاب با كسرة بي بأصحابي. next همزة فتحة لام تكون ال فا كسرة يا سكون في الفي لام كسرة لي الفيل. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. But we don't read it like that, boys and girls. When we read the whole verse, we say ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. bil. We ignore this hamza. And we also ignore the kasra. We say بأصحاب الفيل, not فيلي. May Allah bless you all, boys and girls. This is going to be the end of Madrasah TV show. We'll see you inshallah ta'ala next time, boys and girls. We'll see you inshallah ta'ala next time. Madrasah TV show live on Eman Channel, Monday to Friday, 4:30. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.